Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name? Man, I can't live.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Yes, this is that Thirsty Thursday awareness. We're going to do something different. We're going to bring something back that Sharane World used to do on her channel. We're going to run it back. Sharane World is going to show you guys some information from someone that's actually a diagnosed narcissist themselves. So they have narcissistic personality disorder. They've been diagnosed, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share a video from Mental Healness, okay? If you haven't already, check him out on YouTube. Check him out on YouTube. He has videos on YouTube called Mental Healness. That is the name of his page. His name is called Lee Ham Ha. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, right on YouTube. He's a diagnosed narcissist himself. He's also on Facebook as well, ladies and gentlemen. Check out his videos so you can get the more understanding coming from a narcissist, how they operate, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because you know, when I started listening to Lee Ham Ha, I like getting the understanding of how he explained how they operate. Everything matched up to my narcissistic ex. So I know you guys out there can get the help. And not only that, you know, just listening to Dr. Ramani, I will be coming up here with some therapist videos as well, showing you guys that this is real out here. This is real, how these people operate. And you're dealing with people that has narcissistic personality disorder. So I will be talking through this video due to the fact that it's not my video. I'm not using a video, I'm using an audio. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to be talking through it like I normally do. So if you're new to my channel, what I normally do to, you know, these videos, I will use, if anything is hitting to my scenario, or if there's any red flags to show you guys, I will spot them out, call them out, pause the video, and talk about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, only not that is due to the fact that it's not my video. And, you know, you got to give support where support is due at the end of the day. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into this audio. And if you want to find the video, I will post it up on my community wall when I have the time to do it after this show. But right now, we are going to get into this audio from Lee Ham Ha. His YouTube channel is called Mental Healness. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sharane's World. Yes, so you guys, if you want to watch this video, it's on Mental Healness page. This video is called The Real Reason Narcissists Don't Change. And this is from a diagnosed narcissist. This is what the caption say to the video. I'm gonna let you guys listen in. I'll give my commentary in between it, and we're gonna get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you all. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you get any awareness out of this, no matter who you are, this information is for men and women. Okay? Let's go.
They are not going to change, y'all. That narcissist or toxic person, manipulator, gaslighter, whatever name you want to apply to them, abuser, whatever name you want to give to them, is not going to change their behaviors. Of course, if you're new here, I'm Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, here to give you the inside look at the mind of a narcissist, y'all. We're going to hop right into it. No get all gas, no brakes. We're speeding down the highway with this one right here, y'all. So many people that I do my one-on-ones over Zoom with. So many people that I do my text messages, whatever. They are always thinking that the narcissist can change, right? That the narcissistic person that they're dealing with, they have hope that their person can change. And a lot of times they are looking at my platform as a diagnosed narcissist that has been in psychotherapy for 9 years. They're looking at my platform and getting hope. And I have to tell them, do not take hope from me. Right. I know it sounds counterintuitive. I know it sounds like, well, Lee, well, you change your behaviors, didn't you? Why can't they? Why can't they change their behaviors? I get it. I get it, right? And it seems like hypocritical of me to say they.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you was paying attention from the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna run it back just one more time so you could get the real awareness of what he said in the beginning. So if you're out there dealing with anybody with narcissistic personality
Can't change
disorder,
it. Change. Ask yourself why.
anybody with narcissistic disorder, personality disorder, no matter who they are, male or female, just peep what he said in the beginning. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, just peep it.
They are not going to change, y'all. That narcissist or toxic person, manipulator, gaslighter, whatever name you want to apply to them, abuser, whatever name you want to give to them, is not going to change their behaviors. Of course, if you're new here, I'm Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, here to give you the inside look at the mind of a narcissist, y'all. We're going to hop right into it. No get all gas, no brakes. We're speeding down the highway with this one right here, y'all. So many people that I do my one-on-ones over Zoom with, so many people that I do my text messaging, whatever. They are always thinking that the narcissist can change, right? That the narcissistic person that they're dealing with, they have hope that that person can change. And a lot of times they are looking at my platform as a diagnosed narcissist that has been in psychotherapy for 9 years. They're looking at my platform and getting hope. And I have to tell them, do not take hope from me. Right. I know it sounds counterintuitive. I know it sounds like, well, Lee, well, you changed your behaviors, didn't you? Why can't they? Why can't they change their behaviors? I get it. I get it. Right. And it seems like hypocritical of me to say they can't change. They're not going to change. Ask yourself, why would they change? That's the first question that I want to.
Yeah, you definitely got to ask yourself that question. Like, you really think a narcissist is going to change? Y'all really think they're gonna change? Who they changing for? They gonna say they gonna change, but they not changing. You understand what I'm saying? Them narcissists is not going to change. Listen, when you start learning and you ever been in a narcissistic relationship and you start learning what you're dealing with, you know what this man is talking about. They're not gonna change. And if you don't know what's going on, pay attention to what this man is talking about, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Because it's real up out here in Broome County and nationwide. All right, let's go. Let's get back into it.
When you're dealing with a narcissistic person, when you're dealing with a toxic person, whoever, right, an abuser.
You hear that, right? An abuser. An abuser. They are abusers, okay?
Manipulator, an ass beater, whatever they are, right? Ask yourself, why would they change? You know, why would they change? They don't why would they change a behavior or behaviors that they are getting rewarded for?
Make that make sense. Why would they change for any type of behavior that they're getting rewarded for? You're supplying them all the stuff. And when they love bomb you and gaslit you, you supply them again because they find a way to swindle you. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming from a real narcissist. And them real narcissists that's out there in the streets ain't going to tell you this is what they're doing.
If they don't think that you're ever going to leave, regardless of what they are doing to you, regardless of whatever they're putting you through,
Yeah.
why would they change it? You see, narcissistic people want to be very low effort.
Yeah.
When I say low effort, I mean the lowest of effort. They don't want to put anything, they don't want to put any work in. They want to put all the work in the beginning of the relationship, right? They want.
Pay attention to what he is saying. This is how y'all get love bombed in the beginning dealing with a narcissist. All right. This is how you get love bombed in the beginning dealing with a narcissist. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to what he's about to tell you. This is coming from a diagnosed narcissist himself. This is information that these narcissists is not going to tell you. All right. So if you want to slip their mask, pay attention to what he is saying. Y'all need to stop getting love bombed out here.
They want to front load the relationship like a washer and dryer, right? They want to front load their relationship. That's where the love bombing comes in. They do all the good things at the beginning. Most of the good stuff in a relationship with a narcissist happens at the beginning of a relationship, right? And from that point forward.
You hear that, right? It happens at the beginning of the relationship. They do everything at the beginning. They gotta throw it all out, make it look good. You know, and then you see who they are, but you too love bomb. You too love bombed, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, hit the like button, okay? I appreciate it.
Forward, it typically goes downhill because they're not going to do everything that they've been doing in the beginning. They're not going to do that for a very long time. They're not going to, it's not sustainable, right? They front loaded. You ever heard of the term compound interest? They make a large deposit in the beginning and they coast off the compound interest
Mm.
of that deposit.
Yeah,
That's what they do right there. They coast off of it, right? And because they are with you, because they're in a relationship with you, because you're dealing with them, they think it's okay.
wow.
Why wouldn't they? Because you don't leave them, because you take them, or even if you do leave them, you take them back. Why would they stop it, man?
Why would they stop? Because they do the hoovering and you keep taking them back because they love bombing you. They keep doing the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up in Broome County, especially if you're dealing with my narcissistic ex. Wake up. If you're dealing with anything, anybody, to all my victims, my survivors, my thrivers, to all my women, to all my men out there, if you're dealing with something like this, wake up out here in these streets. You're dealing with somebody that has narcissistic tendencies, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're dealing with. Wake up, all right? Let's go. You're dealing with my narcissistic ex, you're dealing with this. Absolutely. That's why, somebody got to hit the internet and ask questions like this. Because when you're dealing with a narcissist, this is what you got to operate with, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
This is, I know people are going to say, well, Lee, this sounds like victim blaming. No, the hell it is not. Everything that hurts your feelings, when I'm trying to be real with you, is not victim blaming. It's victim empowerment. I'm trying to get you to wake up and see that just because Lee Hammock has put in 9 years of therapy doesn't mean that your partner, your parent, whoever it is, it doesn't mean that they will, right?
Nope.
They damn near don't want to put in 1 day of therapy, let
Nope.
alone hundreds, let alone 9 years worth, right? 9.
You hear that? So they're not even going to go to therapy. They're not even. There's people that will, and the ones that's not is not. They're just going to move on to the next, and you're stuck with that drama if you don't open your third eye up out here. And boom, ladies and gentlemen, wake up. They're not going to go to therapy. I don't care what they're telling you. I don't care how many promises they tell you they're going to go. They're not going to therapy, ladies and gentlemen. So quit it. I don't care how many times they telling you, oh, this is going to be a better life. We're gonna do so much better. And no, I heard it all. I done heard the move out of town, had the ring and everything. No. When God say no, no is no. These narcissists need to go find help. Okay? So let's get back into this.
Years worth of therapy, 20 years of personal development. Like, are they going to do that? Ask yourself, if you can't even get them to go to one therapy session, what makes you going to think they're going to commit to 9 years or the rest of their life? I'll probably be in therapy the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that, y'all. I'm okay with being in therapy for the rest of my life. I'm fine with that because I've been putting in the work.
Y'all think these street pharmacists is gonna go get therapy? No, ladies and gentlemen, they are not gonna go sit down. Pay attention. Y'all are dealing with narcissistic people that's not gonna go sit down and work on themselves and get the help. See, my narcissistic ex had too many wake-up calls to go and get help, but he's not gonna seek the help. He's just gonna move on to the next because the next person is not gonna know who he is. You understand? So he's able to hide whatever he's able to mask until that person until he's able to swindle them and love bomb them and gaslit them and get whatever he could get out of them. Now they're swindled. And now he's on to the next supply doing whatever he want and whatever he got up in them clubs and them bars with different supplies, car registered to other people up out here in these streets.
Work. I've been doing the work. I'm cool. I like getting better. I like growth. I like personal development. I love it. I love it. And let me say this right here, y'all. Stop attaching your self-worth to whether or not they go get help, right? Because so many people just say, well, it's so lucky that you changed for your wife. You changed for your kids. Did they play a role in it? Yes. Am I doing it for them? No. My kids are going to be grown. One of my kids literally just, I'm in his room recording right now because my room, he might be watching the video. Your room is my office now. Ha ha ha. Right? He's a college student right now. Shout out to Trey. But like my wife, she could leave, but I would still go to therapy. I'm still going to go to therapy. I'm still going to do the work. It's not about them. I'm selfish with my healing so I can be selfless, so I can help other people, right? I have to be selfish with my healing. It's for me. It's for me. If your partner says, I'm going to go to therapy for you, that means the only incentive is you. They don't really want to get better. They just want you to stay. I'm going to therapy. I'm going to get good help for you. What? No,
What?
it's not about you.
Yeah.
Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, if they telling you that they're gonna go do this for y'all, for them, for you, they're not, man, they're not going to no therapy, ladies and gentlemen. Not happening. It's not happening, okay? Hang it up. Hang it up. Not.
Stop attaching your self-worth to whether or not they go sit in a therapist's office and get any type of help, because most times they are not. Most times they're not trying to get help. Most times they like who they are. They like this version of themselves so much that they don't feel the need to change anything about themselves, right? Why would they?
And that's like my narcissistic ex, ladies and gentlemen. Why would he change? He's embedded in it. He's 41 years old, pushing 42. This is how he was raised. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is supplying what he needs. He don't gotta work a job. All he gotta do is boo-hoo and cry, and somebody's gonna supply that need. All he gotta do is pull his pants down, and somebody's gonna supply that need. All he gotta do is pop out with $40 and some liquor bottle and some marijuana, or some of that street pharmacist activities, and he's gonna get the supply that he needs. Because they know how to adapt in all of that. They will mess with crackheads, all types of people. I done seen it all with my own bare eyes, ladies and gentlemen. These narcissists is not going to change, okay? They're not going to change. I need to stay focused up out here in Broome County. They're not going to change. This is a perfect example on my screen showing you. I done lost count on how many supplies it is now. This is probably supply number 10, 11, maybe 12. And this is absolutely sad that they're on dating apps, ladies and gentlemen. Back on the dating apps. You understand? What is the need to be sitting up on these dating apps? You're not going to find your woman, your wife, or your husband, whatever you're looking for on it. The only thing you're going to find is these narcissistic men, these domestic violence men and women up out here in these streets, okay? Mental illness is breaking it all down to y'all how they operate. If you really want to know how a narcissist operate and slip their mask, be careful when you do so. Start educating yourself. Look into information to find out what's going on and going wrong. All right? And y'all understand what's going on. Because mental illness is breaking it all down to you guys of what's going on, right? So now we're going to get back into this audio. Let's go.
Hey, I enjoy being this person, putting in less work, putting in less time, effort, and energy. I enjoy it. Why would I do more? Right?
Here's the secret trick.
So, what they enjoy is basically they enjoy when they don't have to work. They enjoy all that type of shenanigans. Okay. They enjoy when you be their supply. So when you cry, when you do all of that, they enjoy all that type of shenanigans shows, ladies and gentlemen. Stay up out the clown circus shows, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Please do. It's not worth it.
And I already know that now to the fact that I've said it, people are going like, well, Lee, why don't they want to do more for us? It's not about you.
It's not.
Stop personalizing it. Well, are they going to be better for the next person?
No.
The story
Ladies,
you tell yourself
listen. They're not gonna listen. They ain't gonna be better for nobody. They're all for themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention, pay attention. This is that Thirsty Thursday morning awareness. I'm giving y'all that mental illness early in the morning. Normally you get these type of videos in the evening. I haven't came with these videos in a while, but I'm back with it, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta tease y'all. I gotta tease y'all with this information, you know, because I'm telling y'all, it's here, it's real, they're out there. I've dealt with it. It is there. These courts need to do more better when it's coming to these narcissists, okay? So we're gonna get back into it.
Going to keep you stuck. The story that you're telling yourself is not serving you at all. It's going to keep you stuck. It's going to stop you from being able to move forward in any way, shape, or form. It's going to paralyze you. It's damn near like narcissistic paralysis, because you get in these relationships and you get stuck thinking that they're going to be better for the next person.
No,
they haven't done anything to improve their lives mentally while they've been with you. Why do you think they're going to do it for the next person? What are you telling yourself right here? Again, this is not victim blaming. I need you to take a look internally, because this is how you heal, because this is how you get better. You need to take a look at internally and tell yourself, ask yourself, what are you telling yourself right now in this moment that makes you think that they're going to change for the next person? It's been fine.
What? They're not gonna change for the next person. I'm showing y'all right now. And then I was just telling y'all the narcissist was just fighting warrants and stuff while I'm actively calling the DA because he's actively bothering me. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's real out here in these streets. And also stay off the dating apps. Please stay off. They lurk there. If you want, if you don't want to become used, abused, whatever it is, stay off them dating apps because they lurk on there. Let's get back into mental illness.
In 5 years. It's been 10 years of the same thing. It's been 11, 12, 15, 20 years. And I know how narcissists work, right? I know that they've been attacking your self-worth for years.
Yeah.
I know that they've been devaluing you for years. I know that they've been attacking your self-esteem for years. I know sometimes they're in control of the finances.
Yeah.
I know. I am a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder, right?
Y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go. More round of applause. Let's go. I think I gotta do it again. Y'all hear this information? I hope y'all soaking in this information. One more round of applause for mental illness, letting y'all know he is a narcissist. He have narcissistic personality disorder. Let's go. This is like the narcissist right here. My narcissistic ex that y'all see him in that picture up there. He is explaining exactly that to the T. So if you are in any narcissistic relationship with a male or a female, I know you're dealing with something like this. So if you are, please use the tools, recognize what's going on, and wake up out here in Broome County. Let's go. Let's get back into this. We are almost done with this early morning awareness on a Thirsty Thursday, ladies and gentlemen.
I know that. And that's why I'm trying to help you wake up to understand that if I were in their shoes and I was getting everything that I needed and wanted, I wouldn't change either, right? In my own life, I wasn't getting anything that I needed. I say needed. I wasn't getting anything that I needed or wanted in any aspect of my life. Physically, I was almost 300 pounds, y'all. Emotionally, I was emotionally stupid. I lacked emotional intelligence, right? And somebody lacked actual intelligence, you would think that they're dumb, right? So why do we say lacks emotional intelligence? No, I was emotionally stupid. I was emotionally dumb, right? I was overweight. I was broke. I had a dead end job, right? My kids were afraid of me. My wife had left. Like I hit rock bottom. I'm gonna do the video on my rock bottom. I'll probably record it later on today in my office. But I had hit rock bottom in so many. I'm on an exercise ball right now. I had hit rock bottom in so many ways that my life, I had no one else to blame but me, right? Nobody was around me. I was by myself and I had no choice but to go to therapy. I had no choice. If I wanted my life to get better, I had no choice. The narcissist.
See, that's the difference. He opened up his eyes and realized he had to do something. These other narcissists that's walking amongst us ain't gonna do that, ladies and gentlemen. They're not gonna do this.
Narcissistic person in your life always feels like they have a choice.
That's crazy. They always feel like they have a choice. So this is when you become their supplies. This is when it becomes supplies. So if they ain't got a job, ask yourself, what are they doing? Street pharmacist activities? What else they doing? How are they getting these items? Because they have multiple supplies in the cut. Okay? And everybody has a role and everybody don't even know it. Okay? Let's go. Let's get back into it.
They always feel like they have a choice whether or not you're going to stay, whether or not you're going to leave, whether or not they get to do whatever they want to do, whether or not they're going to keep doing the same thing that they've been doing for years.
Yeah.
Years. Yeah, once a behavior becomes so deeply ingrained, they feel like there's no need to try to change it at all. At all.
And that's why Sharane World walked away. I'm good. That's why I walked away from the situation. Ain't no way. I'm not gonna marry somebody, turn my life over, and get out here doing these things in a cut. And then, God finally has my third eye open and I'm actively seeing these things now. That's not gonna happen. Y'all also have to remember, I'm not out and about in these clubs and these bars and these shinglings. So this narcissist is able to operate like that because I'm not out there. I'm not doing these things. I'm not drinking. And this is what the narcissist said, like, oh, you're not like these women that's out here that drink, that ask for money, that do this, that want to smoke, that just want to have sex, da da da. You take care of your kids. Most of them don't. Their houses be looking like this. He talked hella crap about every supply, any supply, anything that he could think of. He spoke hell of crap about everybody just so he can make sure that he held on to the person that he felt that was gonna carry him on to the next level. But you know what happened? Sharane Girl third eye was definitely open, so you wasn't catching Sharane Girl like that. But we're gonna get back into this. Let's go.
Why do they need to change their behavior that they feel like they get rewarded for? Again, y'all. And I know people are just like, well, you're hurting our feelings. I love y'all. I'm so grateful for every single one of y'all. I want to see y'all win. Do y'all not believe me when I say that? I want to see y'all win. I know people see my videos, they're like, he's doing the video for supply. I do the video because I want to see y'all win, right? I was a successful real estate agent in North Carolina. I'm about to actually go back to doing real estate because I love helping people buy houses. So if you need a house in the North Carolina area, Greensboro, 336-919, Durham, Raleigh, Hillsborough, I'm your guy, right? So you shoot me an email, info@mentalhealness.net. Lee, I'm looking to buy or sell a home in North Carolina.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I gotta give credit where the video is due. Make sure y'all hit up Mental Healness. All right on YouTube and Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Y'all check out his YouTube channel as well. If you want to learn more, understand more about these narcissists, hit up Mental Healness right on YouTube.
Carolina, info at mentalhealness.net, and I'll get you to the real estate stuff, right? But I love helping people, man. I've always loved helping people before the self-aware narcissist stuff. That's why I'm working. I have 2 courses. I wrote 2 courses. From talking to so many people, I accumulate the knowledge to write 2 courses to help you heal. You can find those at courses.mentalhealness.net. They will help you heal. They'll understand what you went through, and they'll shorten the healing process for you because you'll find your why. You'll heal from narcissistic abuse, from the stuff that I've learned over the years. I want to help every single one of y'all win. And the best way to help y'all win is to help you understand this person is not going to get better. They feel like they are okay with who they are. They're okay with how they treat you. They're okay with the behaviors and stuff like that. I know you're not, right?
You're not.
Okay. But they think that you are because you stay with them.
Yeah.
They think you're okay with the behaviors because you stay, right? They think you're okay with everything because you're still around, right? This is the mentality that they have. I want y'all to win. I really, truly do. From a deep level of passion, compassion, all the empathy I got, I want y'all to win. So that's what I'm telling you right now, that person in your life, that narcissistic person that keeps promising to do better, they're not going to do better.
Nope.
They're promising to do stuff. They're promising that they're going to go to therapy. They're promising that they're going to put the work in. What have they actually shown you that they're willing to do?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? What have they been consistent with, other than consistently abusive and neglectful, other than consistently just putting you down, other than consistently devaluing you? What have they done, y'all? Anyways, y'all gotta cut this video short. I had a Zoom call.
Yeah, so y'all stay focused up out here in these streets dealing with these narcissists. All right. I'm just saying, y'all stay focused right here in these streets dealing with these narcissists. I'm giving y'all the information from a survivor standpoint, and then there's narcissists out there that's spreading awareness about it, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all get the info that y'all need, take it, use it, whatever's going on that's going on. Yeah, get the information that you need. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, the whole goal is for everybody to break that cycle and understand what is narcissistic abuse and what is narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, and if you are in a situation, the best way is to get yourself out, educate yourself, go through counseling, and please don't put yourself back in that clown circus show, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Sharane's World. I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you like this video. Make sure y'all check out Mental Healness video. He's right on YouTube. It's called Mental Healness, ladies and gentlemen, right on YouTube. You could also check him out right on Facebook, all right? Like I said, there's real narcissists up out here in these streets, and there's real narcissists that's out here that's spreading awareness about narcissistic personality disorder. And you heard it from the greatest, Mental Healness. That is his YouTube channel, but his name is called Lee Hamhart. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, take the information and use it. Sharane, I'm sorry, Sharane will have to come back up here with one of those mental illness videos because, listen, I've always came up here with those type of videos, okay? But I had to make sure that you also understand that it's real out here. It's real, awareness out here that you guys can take and use it and use whatever tools that you need to get yourself about that show, because it's not worth it. All right, it's not worth to be sitting in these clown shows. It's not worth to keep going back and forth with somebody that has narcissistic abuse. You didn't sign yourself up for that relationship. Nobody did. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharane's World. I appreciate you all, and make sure y'all turn your notification bells on. Check my community wall out, because there's so much information that's up there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. We will always, check the comments, and I would definitely come back and, reach back out to you. Like I said, narcissistic abuse and domestic violence, y'all heard it from him. They're not going to change. Okay, y'all heard it from Mental Healness. They're not going to go to counseling. Y'all heard it from Mental Healness. They're not going to do anything more greater and better for them. Nothing for you. All right, if they're saying they're going to do something for you, that's because they're going to love bomb you, gaslight you, and they're not going nowhere. Okay, so open your third eye. Pay attention. Know what's going on and going wrong right here located in Broome County. All right, y'all stay focused. Y'all got to keep it real with yourself, what you got going on. And it's not to blame you for anything, but you also have to recognize what's going on to pull yourself out that situation. You didn't sign up for that. You didn't say, hey, I'm ready to be in a narcissistic relationship and I'm going to allow you to use me while you sit there and talk to multiple people. You didn't sign up for nothing like that, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't sign up to take on another child, okay? So y'all gotta make sure y'all stay focused out here in Broome County. It gets real out here in these streets, all right? And if ain't nobody gonna tell you, Sharane's World is here. There is a community survivor advocate out here in these streets for Binghamton, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure, use the tools. It's real. It's all about the awareness. It's all about peace. It's not about, to judge anybody or to call anybody out on what they're doing or whatever. But we have to bring awareness to this if the courts are not doing stronger, jobs on what they're supposed to be doing. Because if they're doing it to multiple people, people have to be aware about this. Sometimes people have to take accountability for their actions. And it's not fair to these victims, these survivors, and these thrivers that's out here. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay focused, y'all stay safe. I appreciate everybody for viewing, and don't get love bombed or gaslit by nobody. If they put their hands on you one time, they're gonna do it again. Okay? If you caught them out there with different women and men, they're gonna keep doing it again, ladies and gentlemen. This is just how they operate. All right? That's how they do. All right, and that's all I gotta say. And listen, get the tools, use it, understand what's going on, understand what's going wrong. Get up out that clown circus show, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be on them dating apps. Watch yourself in them clubs and them bars and them shindigs and them after hour spots. And y'all need to understand this. This information is for all women and men up out here in the street. No matter who you are better than that. You do not deserve to be treated the way you are treated. There are other people out there that will treat you so much way better. And if you don't want to be in another relationship in the future, it's okay. You can be to yourself. It's no problem with that. There's people out there that would love to be to themselves. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But just know that there are other people out there in this world that will not treat you like that don't have domestic issues, that don't have narcissistic issues, that's not going to sit there and try to use you for what you got or whatever you got going on. You understand? Y'all going to be able to communicate. You're going to be able to build a family, to be able to trust, to be able to do things. When one falls down, you're going to have one partner pick you back up without them going to get multiple supplies in the cut. And then when the other partner falls down, you have that other partner picking you back up until you can get back up there. It ain't going to be none of that funny business going on when you're dealing with somebody in a healthy relationship. But I do want to tell you, healthy relationships do have the ups and downs. Y'all may have disagreements, but I'll tell you this much, y'all can't communicate. Y'all can't communicate. You're not going to catch them cheating. You're not going to catch them doing anything. What you're going to catch is your partner, he or she, are correcting their actions, and you're going to see the actions being corrected. It's not going to take years and months and months. Yes, you have to give the person time to change, but you have to see the change happening, and they have to be willing to change. So if these people are not going to correct their actions, then what are you doing? Get up out that clown show. All right? This goes for any and everybody. Appreciate you all. Welcome to Sharane's World. Stay blessed. Thank you.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.